Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to the very next episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is episode number 35, and in this episode we're going to be taking on the third and final Battle Bingo card in the Novice level, and of course that's the 4-type card, and we begin with Lotad. And Lotad is obviously a water and grass type Pokemon, which is a very interesting type combination. And let's see, we're going to start out by facing this ground type, Cubone. And by the way, Lotad does have the move Giga Drain, I believe, not a water type move, which is very important. Alright, so this Cubone does not know a ground type move, which is really something that can throw you off. So you want to kill it, because it knows Focus Punch, and that's going to be of just about no use to you because it can't attack if it is attacked in the same turn. So that's not really going to work out, considering every Pokemon on the board has an attack, and the only way it would be able to hit another Pokemon would be if the attack were to miss or to just not be effective, and the only move that's not effective on Cubone that's on this board would be the 3 electric panels. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to get rid of him right off the bat, and not get stuck in a situation where we need to catch him or anything like that. It's better to just remove him. Alright, so let's see what the next best move is. I'm going to go down to another ground type right below where Cubone was. And that's going to be a Phanpy, which is a much, much better option than Cubone, because it knows the move Earthquake instead of Focus Punch. So we're going to use one of our Master Balls and capture this Phanpy and put him to good use. I really like Phanpy, actually. I think he's a great Pokemon. I think he's very underrated. And the important thing is that he's surrounded by 2 electric type boards, so that gives him the clear advantage, because not only is it not very effective, it can't even hit him. So we'll do the one to the left of him first, and that's going to be against a Magnemite, which is a steel and electric type. It goes for the Spark, because that's the only move it has, obviously. And that doesn't affect Phanpy. Earthquake is quad, super effective on Magnemite, and he goes down without much of a fight at all, and then flees, because Magnemites always are good at running. That sentence did not make sense. Holy crap, I am retarded. Magnemites are always good at running. That's what I meant to say. Just don't listen to anything I have to say. Okay, above where the Magnemite was on pane number 2, or block number 2, whatever you want to call it, the flying type board, there's a Farfetch'd, and that's important because most of the Pokemon are unevolved. Farfetch'd does not have an evolution, therefore its stats are going to be higher than the other Pokemon on the board. So you want to capture that with a Master Ball. And now we should have just about everything we need to take on the rest of this card. We may have to catch another Pokemon just for EP's sake, but we should be okay otherwise. I'll give that EP to Phanpy. And let's see where to go from here. We have options. We can either go to the electric, or I mean the ground, or the EP bonus. I'm going to take the EP bonus, which is obviously for 2. And I'll give 1 to Lotad, and I'll give 1 to Phanpy and 1 to Farfetch'd. And obviously I got 3 because I also got Bingo from that. Let's see. We'll use Farfetch'd to get the last Master Ball just in case. I want to get that out of the way so we don't have to waste an EP on that later on. And we can now get Bingo by going against this electric type down towards the bottom on square number 14. And it's going to be against a Voltorb, who I believe uses Thunderbolt, so we should be completely safe with Phanpy, even though Voltorb's obviously going to go first because of its ridiculous speed. Now that's one thing to keep in mind if you're not using ground types to try to fight these electric types. They're all very fast. So you want to be careful, because chances are you're not going to be able to move first unless you have another electric type. In which case, you may be able to move first. Yes, genius, right? Okay, so we got Bingo from defeating the Voltorb. So I'm going to give that EP to Farfetch'd. So now he has 2. And Lotad has 1, and Phanpy is down to 0 again, so he can't go against this electric type, I don't think. I don't know if I want to do that, because that's just kind of asking for doom, and I don't want to ask for doom. Well, we have a couple of other options now, and I think what I want to do is test my luck against this flying type square right here. No, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance here, and I'm gonna catch this Electabuzz with Farfetch'd EP. And then we should have enough, because I was looking at the board and I don't think I'm gonna have enough EPs to complete the board unless I catch another Pokemon. So Electabuzz is gonna be our best bet for that reason. And he also has an advantage against the flying types, and there's 3 of them left on here. Now we're going to go for the bingo against this ground type over in the corner, or over on the side, I guess, and it's going to be a Sandshrew. We're sending out Lotad, so obviously we have the advantage there. Giga Drain should be able to knock it out in 1 or 2 hits. Earthquake? Don't do that. How is Sandshrew faster than Lotad? That makes no sense in my brain. No sense whatsoever. It better kill you in 1 hit. Okay, I was about to say, because if it doesn't kill you in 1 hit, Earthquake may very well kill me, and that's just not okay. Not okay. Sandshrew does go down to the Giga Drain in 1 hit, though, so we're alright. And we get the bingo! Yes, the bingo! And I'm going to give it to Electabuzz, so he has 3 to take out all 3 of these flying blocks that are left. And we'll have Farfetch'd go against the C-Dot on the grass panel. And that should prove to be no challenge at all, because C-Dot just really isn't that good by himself. He needs to evolve before he can be a threat to anyone. Goes down very, very easily to that Aerial Ace from Farfetch'd. Doesn't even put up a fight. And we don't get bingo from that one, but we will get bingo from the next square, which is a flying type, and it's going to be a Pidgey, which is kind of funny because I think Farfetch'd could have beaten it, but that's okay. Better to be safe, right? We have Electabuzz, and he doesn't have Thunderbolt, but he does have Shockwave, which is more than enough to knock out the Pidgey, because Pidgey's pretty fragile on its own. Again, it's another Pokemon that really needs to evolve before it has any strength or defensive powers to it at all. There we go, we got bingo, so I'll give 1 to Farfetch'd because we do have grass types coming up here as well. 2 grass types and 2 flying types left on this card, that's it. We're going to go for the grass type first. We have an Execute, which is a Psychic and Grass type Pokemon, but that's not really going to matter because it only knows Giga Drain, and we can use Aerial Ace on it and kill it in probably 2 hits. Execute is pretty bulky. It's kind of difficult to knock it out in 1 hit because its defenses are pretty good. I pretty much just said the same thing twice, but yeah, you know what I mean. I really like Execute and the Execute line, meaning just Execute and Executor. I think they're, while the Grass and Psychic type paired together is kind of bad as far as weaknesses go, especially with the quad weakness to Bug. I think they're really good Pokemon. It's a nice, fresh switch from the usual Grass and Poison types, so can't complain with that. Doduo is the flying type in this square, and we have Electabuzz out here. And even though Doduo is quite speedy, Electabuzz is even speedier, and Shockwave is going to knock it out before it has a chance to do anything. Has no chance to fight back, and down it goes. So we're going to get bingo out of this one as well. And in fact, we're going to get 2 bingos out of this one. So we get 2 free EPs. We'll give 1 to Electabuzz, and we'll give 1 to Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd will be able to take out this Grass-type panel down in the bottom left-hand corner, and that's what we're going to do first. And it proves to be a Cacnea, which again should be not that much of a problem. I don't even know if it knows Giga Drain, honestly. I don't know what move it knows. It is a grass type move, obviously, because Cacnea is a pure grass type. But it doesn't matter. Pretty much any of the flying types will be able to knock it out in 1 hit. We get a double bingo for that one as well, with the diagonal bingo and the horizontal bingo. We'll give both to Farfetch'd because it doesn't matter. And the last flying type in the last square on this board is a Spearow. And we're going to let Electabuzz take care of that one as well. So it was a really good move, it turns out. to pick up the Electabuzz and use our last Master Ball after all. Critical hit? Whoa, what are the chances of that? I never would have made it through that battle without a critical hit. I definitely would have lost. LOL. Yay, another double bingo, but it doesn't matter because we've defeated the card, the 4-type card. Okay, give me my Poke Coupons, 250. Yay. I'm well over 1,000 now, which is cool. And we get 2 Ethers in the process, which will be nice when I sell them for lots of money. I'm hoarding them now, haha. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. Obviously, and in the next episode, we're going to be continuing on with the intermediate Battle Bingo cards. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for episode 36. Game on.